Hey. Hello, hello, hello. I know it's late and but I wanted to jump in and go ahead and put this out there so that y'all wouldn't say I did not tell you. Hi, I am Dr. E, and I am excited for this quick pop up that I want to let serve as an invitation. And I thought it would be much, much easier for me to just pop up at one time, say what I got to say, and get going. The first thing I want to say is that I'm very, very excited that last night we did something unprecedented that was amazing that we were able to open up our hideout mentorship to any woman that wanted to join us for our finale inside of our hideout community, and over 60 women showed up, and it was beautiful. It was amazing. We were able to lean into some things that I believe surprised all of us, and it ended up being such an amazing time. It ended up being such a powerful time that I decided to say, you know what, if y'all want to come in and take a sneak peek inside of our community for a little while before we get ready to open up season 8. Some of the things that we dealt with last night, we are closing out season 7. So season 7 was about sales. And regardless of which way you spell the word sales, whether it's CELLS or SAIL or SELL or SALE, like we literally dealt with sales. We dealt with self-imposed barriers that are causing us to feel like we're in jail and we're not able to break free. Season 7, we dealt with sales, we dealt with our physiological makeup, and we dealt with some things that might be genetic or might be generational that were causing us to respond to certain things, certain types of ways. We dealt with our entrepreneurial part. We dealt with selling. We dealt with what was that thing that was keeping us from wanting to tell people about these amazing programs and products and services that we have, and why can't we position ourselves to be profitable? We literally dealt with sales. And so last night I gathered all the women together that wanted to come. Like I said, we opened up the hideout. We were like, anybody that wants to join us for the finale, y'all come on in and listen. I would love to give you guys a sneak peek of it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to share. But we dealt last night with something called the wind of his wheel, and it's funny because I put up this diagram of a sailboat, and we started talking about this last sail, which was SAIL. We started breaking down what actual cells are comprised of, what they're made of, and what they're meant to do. And we started talking about a sail that's connected to a boat, even though the boat can be beautifully architected and have all of these different things, that sail has to be what catches the wind. And so we started talking about how important positioning is for it to catch the wind efficiently. We start talking about the durability and flexibility of a sail if it's going to withstand pressure. We started talking about how sails don't rely on its own power, but it relies on its alignment with the wind. We started talking about how if a sail is set in properly, it can stall movement, it can cause turbulence, and it can tear. And so, man, let me tell you something. If you missed the hideout last night, the finale, it was an amazing opportunity. And so we really started talking about the contention between his will and our way. And so we had this diagram about how the sailboat is the vessel is us, the sails are our wind, our wheel, and the wind is his will, and the storm and the sun are the circumstances, and the rocks and ridges are the obstacles, the water is our faith. And we literally started doing a deep dive into how to catch the wind. And it was such a profound moment, and I think it was powerful because we were really able to lean into some things that as women we don't get an opportunity really to talk about. And for all of the women that decided to register for free and join us, I opened up the hideout and said, "Come join us." And you know what? And as a matter of fact, if you didn't get there and you want to come, just kind of see what the community is about, we're going to open it up for a couple of just for a couple of um, weeks for you guys to get inside the hideout. But yes, we're coming into season 8. That's not what this is about. One of the things that we saw last night, because it was so different, it was so amazing as we came together. Hello and welcome. And we talked about what happens when our wheel finally catches the wind. And we started talking about that because of the wind of his wheel, it doesn't move us, it makes us. And so we started really digging into what happens when we're rowing, when we're supposed to be releasing. And so we really we're dealing with women in exhaustion, and in exhaustion in different areas: emotional, financial, spiritual, and all of these were, different levels of where we are relational. And so I was telling them that when I was growing up, and maybe some of you all can attest to this, I just did not really do women like that. And it wasn't because I didn't want to. Some of us were brought up in environments where it was kind of the thing where women, women they don't get along, and you can't be around too many women too long, and this and this and this. I want nothing to do with it. And even in church, leave me out. I don't want anything to do with the women's events, the women programs. Leave me out. I did not want a thing to do with it. And so imagine my surprise when so many years later, the Lord starts calling me, not just to women, because He's called me apostolically to different regions and different people. We're dealing with whole families, and I'm blessed of the Lord about that. But in my mentorship, He started putting in my heart to create safe places for women. And so probably about 5 years ago, I launched the Hideout Mentorship for Women, and I called it a safe place to be seen and to share, and a hidden place to heal and be heard. And women from all over, from all ages, from all walks of life, from different stages and ages, started coming together. And for 6 months, we would journey together. And after season 1, I was like, well, that was fun. And they were like, you gotta have something else. And so I was like, all right, well, we'll try this again, season 2. And they were like, so no, we're still here. And we just closed out season 7, y'all. And so, and women who have made relationships and met people they'd never have met before. And we go on trips, and we not just pray for one another and support one another. We visit, we call, we support in our different endeavors. And it's just been such a powerful thing to facilitate. And I was telling them how, I can't talk for y'all, but my Black mama did not let us spend the night with people when we were little. I can't really speak for other people, but baby, spend the night. I was telling them last night, we used to have to try to negotiate whether we could stay with my cousins. And I'm like, these are this your brother kid. This your brother kids. Can we spend the night? And we would try to negotiate, trying to stay over somebody. And then they came and picked us up the very next morning early. For what? I don't know. But I remember though always being excited about PJ parties, because it was like a time to unwind. You didn't have to worry about all of that, all of the drama and being cute. You could giggle and share stuff, and we was doing each other's hair, and we was watching movies, and talking about our parents behind their back. Y'all know how it went in those spending night parties. When we were young, it was just such an amazing thing. And I realized that, especially as women, as we've gotten older, I think we've lost some of that excitement and some of that connection in a time where we have all kinds of programs and events and conferences. And don't get me wrong, I love them, I host them, and I travel to them. But it can be sometimes emotionally exhausting when you are always having to put on. Can I get any help tonight? It can be emotionally and even mentally exhausting when you're always having to try to make up, when you're always trying to have to show up a certain way and wait to follow yet another set of protocols that you've got to see if you are positioned right, and this means this, and let me try to get the right photo, and let me try to it just gets so political in so many different areas that every now and again we need a break. And I really wanted to do something that was not connected to anything else. I wanted to do something that had no other benefit except for women coming together to have a good time and to laugh. And I didn't even want it to be in the day where we got to get cute and do all of this. I wanted to have an adult PJ party. That's what I wanted to do. I want to have a PJ party. And so I'm so excited that I'm hosting a PJ party, a real in person live PJ party. Some of the women said to us last night, I never actually ever went to a pajama party. We didn't do slumber party. I have no idea about that. And so I wanted to do something that was a little untraditional. I know sometimes we do them virtually. When I first started the Hideout, all I did was virtual PJ parties, and hundreds of women would come, and it would be amazing. But I think somewhere along the line, we've lost the touch. We've lost the proximity, and I think sometimes vulnerability comes with proximity, to be able to physically be there with somebody. And so I wanted to do something that wasn't churchy, that wasn't perfectly packaged, where we didn't have to have banners and backdrops and photo booths and stages and microphones. So I wanted to just say, hey, these women that we just want to come. Matter of fact, don't even get dressed up. Get some PJs, get some cute PJs, and join us. And so I was thinking, when I was thinking about this, and like I said, I didn't want to do this as no upsell to this, and we're doing this because I just wanted to do it because it's what I would have wanted for myself. Like, somebody host a PJ party. Let's do this. I was just thinking that when I was thinking about, like, what should I call this? I want to call it the unmute. It's the after hours. Unmute after hours means that I want to get to say whatever I got to say after everybody going to bed, after everybody going to their house. It's just some stuff I want to get out of my system. It's just some things I would like to share. Or I didn't even get a chance to decompress. Or when's the last time I just belly laughed with somebody, and that I could just talk to somebody who doesn't want anything from me, need anything from me, don't know none of the stuff and the people I'm about to talk about, because we're just here because we want to bond, and we just want to connect. I wanted to throw something that wasn't just a party, but it was a permission slip, a permission to just let it slip. I'm just not gonna get cute. I'm just gonna listen. I keep the makeup, the lashes. I'm coming up, coming. I get to show up soft. I get to show up wherever if I'm stuck, I'm showing up stuck. I just want to show up honest and still leave lighter. And so that's what I've been trying to put together. So I just wanted to jump on to formally invite you guys, any woman that wants to come. It does not matter if you've been in the hideout. It has nothing to do with that. We come in the hideout though. We're going to be meeting in Atlanta Friday, July 25th is at the end of the month. And we come in, if you've been praying for clarity or connection or even confirmation, this might be your moment. And if you've never been to a PJ party, good, because this might just be that thing that just heals. And so you can really just go to goregisternow.com. You can tell that I didn't even put no cute links and all of that together. Go register. Let's see if I can maybe type it in here. You can go, let's see, register at goregister.com. How about that? If you want to come, I didn't even make it to where, because it's just for the people. I didn't even put it in a place where, the price simply covers our dessert bar we're gonna have, and just a room, because I'm not trying to benefit off of it. I really just want women to get to the opportunity to maybe heal that part of them where they didn't get to have friends, and or maybe they didn't get to connect, or maybe they weren't part of the cool girls club, and maybe they weren't, I just again, it's for no benefit besides the fact that if you've been missing it, let me throw my flyer up here. If you have not had the chance ever to do something like this, I want you to be able to come, and I want you to be able to come to our Unmute After Hours. It's going to be in Atlanta. It's going to be amazing. We have some real talk. We're going to play some games. We're going to just laugh. We might cry, but we're going to connect at a different level. And so we're going to be sending emails out. I'll be posting it, but I'm just calling this one big pajama party. I realize that sometimes we have to give ourselves another chance. Can I just tell the truth here? Sometimes we just got to give ourselves another chance. Pastor Shantine, I'm glad you up here because I'm gonna have you facilitating if you coming. We just got to give ourselves another chance to reconnect. We can't hold ourselves hostage to some things that might have happened before. This ain't that. I love telling the people connected to me, this ain't that. Well, last time I was doing it, this ain't that. And so I've learned lately to give myself another chance to have a different outcome and a different experience. Can I just say that to you all? I just feel that I'm about to get off because I just wanted to pop on and just put this out there. But I think if were to leave something with you, I think that's it. Give yourself an opportunity to have a different outcome. It might not have worked in that season. Maybe you weren't who you needed to be. Maybe you weren't where you needed to be. Maybe they weren't what needed to be. But give yourself a chance to have a different outcome, a different experience. I'm excited, even if I might be nervous. I'm excited about new experience. I just don't want the same stuff. I don't want to know the same people. I don't want to go through the same motions. I don't want to, we know some of us, we can put stuff on autopilot. We know how to do this. We know how to do this, but let's get ourselves in a place where it is. It's not what I usually do. And this is not where I'm comfortable. I'm going to do it anyway. And I think we will be surprised to see what will come of this. Good. Oh, yeah. Well, you're going to be coming to work. So I'm pulling folks up. We're going to be having fun. I want you guys, I'm going to post it to share this out. Text your sister. Say, listen, we need to go grab some cute pajamas. And yes, there will be a virtual option, but I'll tell you the virtual option is limited because, we're definitely going to have y'all in on our real talk. But some of the playing and carrying on and eating and giggling we're going to do, y'all might not be able to see that stuff. Can't put the camera around for all of that. So it's going to be powerful. And of course, if I'm there, there's going to be some type of impartation coming, whether I want it to come or not. So join us in Atlanta, July 25th. It's a Friday night. We're coming and it starts at 7:30. I think the door's gonna open at 7. We're just gonna be there until ain't no props, ain't no cameras, and no lights. We just gonna have pillows. I was talking to them last night in the hideout. I said, y'all ever had made a pallet before? Some of y'all might not be old school. Like we made pallets. Bring you some covers and some pillows, and we just gonna make a pallet sit Indian style. Some of us can't sit Indian style no more. We didn't might have to have us a little stool or something, but we're really gonna come together and we're just gonna have a good time. I am excited about, sometimes girls' nights have turned into these elaborate brunches, and that's all good, where we get cute, where we go wine dine, do all of that great stuff, but we have a PJ party. And so we're coming to just connect with ourselves and with other women, and I'm very excited about hosting an in-person PJ party. I think it's going to be amazing. If you or someone would love to come, listen, bring your mama, bring your sisters, bring your besties, bring your daughter, bring your nieces, and just tell them, let's come together. We need this. Y'all know I would like, we need this. And so hopefully my daughter will be there. And so we can have an amazing time together as women, just enjoying one another, not over spiritualizing things, not over thinking it. Y'all know how we do, but we're just coming to have a good time. So again, as I close, give yourself permission to have a do-over. Give yourself permission to have a new experience. Give yourself permission to see something different. And I know that you will not regret it. Again, I wasn't going to stay on here long. Just wanted to pop up, say my little Easter speech, and invite y'all to my PJ party. Hope you guys will join me. And if so, I will see you in a few weeks at the end of this month.